was born with a strange gift. The ability to see what no human being has ever seen before. It's all mixed up in my head. The images, the sounds, the smell. I need to remember. Put things in order right up to this moment. Remember who I am. If I had to say how it all began, I might just as well start here.
I found you by the side of the road, in the middle of nowhere. Was there an accident? Did someone try to hurt you? How about a name? Someone I could contact? You must have family, friends, someone who could tell me who you are.
Hey.
You don't talk much, do you? Well, if you don't help me, I can't help you. Oh, I get nowhere. Is that a scar? Is that recent?
Got to stop them. They have no idea what they're up against. Tell them to wait until I get there. Get back to them immediately, you hear me? You've got to stop them! Goddamn fools.
I know. They're coming.
Hold on, what's going on?
Bro, you brought it earlier. Where is she? Jody, what have you done?
So, is it drama or action adventure game? You can guess from the beginning of the game that it is one of the story-oriented kind of game. Actually, it's quite an old game if you look at the first appearance of the game in 2013. While the one on the market now has been remastered in 2015.
I hate to bother you when you're playing and all, but I believe it's time, honey.
Like the title, this game literally saying that there are two individuals in one body We show Jody home as you can see here, and Aiden. Aiden is one of his imaginary friend. I think the only one. Do you think it's scary? Well, for most people it is. It reminded us of the Psycho movie who has 10 or more individuals living in a body. At the first beginning of the game, we were presented with the chance that it is actually can be a ghost genre, a psycho genre, rather than a superhero. For me, actually, it's part of the superhero genre. But do you? Look at those people who were examining her during her childhood. How frightened they are. Yet they still try to observe this poor girl. So if this actually happening in real life, it will be very troublesome. Do you think there are superheroes around us? Whether you believe it or not, but there are more than thousands of superheroes in real life. Look at those rare ethnics living in this world. They make agreements with genes? Maybe. And maybe you still don't believe it? Take a look on people who has ghosts in them, or devil in them. They can do so much more than Superman to hurt people. I never see someone possessed by demon doing good things to people. Well, that might be awesome if they can do that. There are so many people claim that they have imaginary friends like Jody since childhood, and this friend gave them superpowers. Either they can predict what happened in the future, or they can see people who are evil to them. So who observed this poor girl here?
Next card.
His name is Nathan Dawkins, a researcher in the Department of Paranormal Activity, and her father figure, of course. Since birth, Jody has connection with this Aiden, which give her the ability to communicate and perform telepathic acts, such as possessing people's mind and manipulating certain objects. Do you think how dangerous is that? Well, in fact, she almost killed some kids when she was a kid. But for most people, we would rather rob rich people if we could do that, don't we? So what you see here is after that incident, Jody permanently in the custody of Doctors Nathan Dawkins and Cole Freeman of the United States Department of Paranormal Activity. I don't know that if that department actually exists in this life, in this beautiful world or not. This the Doctor's combo care is awesome. Jody slowly learns how to control Aiden's power. And actually the powers that they share, because it's not only based on the story, it's not only Aiden who has the power, but also Jody. Or the other way around, I don't know. If you continue the story in this game, you will find out that Nathan and Cole are building the condenser. The condenser is basically a portal that connects the world of the living and the world of the dead. And they call it here the infra world. So I guess you already so many people, so many movies about vampires, Dracula, things like that. And those the undead people, zombie, and Days Gone, or whatever movies, Resident Evils. This is the kind of games that connects those things. Jody discovered that she can channel spirits of the dead from the infra world. Then she helps the spirits speak to the living through a psychic link created by her physical contact. As the years pass, a teenage Jody seeks her independence, but from the doctors and from Aiden, and tries several times to live a normal life. At each time, Aiden intervenes, ending in disaster. At this point, do you know who owns the life of Jody? Is it really her or Aiden? Having two individuals at one body suggesting that the other one is the parasite, and try to kill the parasite might not be a good idea, isn't it?
Always a pleasure, Sheik Ahmed.
At one point, Jody gets the attention or
I
CIA,
was unaware that American diplomacy was
and train
undertaken
her
with
as a
such
field agent who goes on multiple missions such as killing warlords in Somalia, like this mission.
I give you back your host.
But she realized then that
Until then, Ryan.
he was not actually a warlord. So being lied by the CIA, Judy ran
He
away
hates me.
and became a
Time
fugitive.
he's imagining my head on a stick. He found you charming.
This time really turned Jody's life around.
Yeah, I'm gonna
She
shake
tried
some
to
hands.
find out who are her
Let's have it
parents,
quiet. You know,
and these events made her being captured by CIA again,
Ambassador,
and
your
offered the last
surprise?
mission if she wanted to be released forever.
I need to find a quiet place.
At the end of the mission, she has a vision that
Everything
Aiden
okay?
is her stillborn twin brother. Jody must make a choice
Yeah,
to go back to the world of the
I
living
mean,
or go
Aiden seems
onto the
really nervous,
infra-world and be reunited with
We'll be
everyone
fine.
she has lost. If Jody chooses life, her connection to Aiden is severe and she is no longer useful to the CIA. Jody must choose how to live her life, either alone or with the people she loves. You will know by the story's end the infraworld has become a widespread threat in the not so distant future, and Jody prepare to confront the threat.
كنت أتسوق في لندن نهاية أما أنا فقد اشتريت مقتنيات كثيرة جدا من نفس النوع.
As an interactive drama and action adventure game, this game requires the players to move and guide the character into interaction with objects
Aiden,
and
Aiden,
other
are you ready?
non-playable characters in the scene.
there's a large
To progress
painting
the
in one of
story.
the rooms upstairs. Behind it is a safe.
The players
The
control
documents we're
Jody
looking for are
through the
inside.
in-game environment.
But there are guards and cameras, so you have to be careful. You got it?
At most times, the player can switch to control Aiden instead, which permanently in no-clip mode, and can move through walls, ceilings, and other obstacles.
The portrait of the
However, he is limited to moving only within a certain radius around Jody due to their spiritual tethering. So tethering, what are we talking about here? It's like Bluetooth or Wi-Fi. Get it? This game provides you with the interactive objects marked with a white dot that can be interacted by moving the controller stick to its direction. The icons also pop up in the screens to prompt the players to press or hold certain controller buttons.
Okay.
Conversation prompts float in the air with certain choices if you take too much time to choose. During action sequences such as chases and combat, the play moves into slow motion while Jody performs the actions. Which you choose the direction Jody is moving and push the controller stick in that direction to complete the actions. While other sequences maybe require real-time stealth, while you control the Aiden also.
Crazy.
Fail to choose action will lead to death of non-playable
Be careful, Aiden.
character.
You know you can't touch other people when you're controlling someone.
It's different when you play Aiden. The environment will be like black and white, the monochrome, but the interactive objects become very highlighted. In few colors indicate the interactions which is you can possess, strangle, knock around, or even healing. So what are these Jodie's ability which involve Hayden? The first one, she can perform protective shield around her, not only in front of her, as in any other superhero movies. Because Hayden is a ghost type, she have also the ability to talk to the dead people through her. If that's not enough, it can also give her an ability to see events of the past, and of course heal Jodie's own wound after involving into combat. So, as any other storytelling type of the game, you will have to make choices through the entire game. By your choice, the story plots are revealed, and your choice decide the end of the story. In other words, choice is the only critical factor for enjoying the game. The choices come very quick, so be ready to play and don't do anything else because you will miss a lot.
هل من أحد هناك؟ الرجاء الخروج من هناك على الفور.
ولكن ماذا تفعل هنا؟ إنها مراهد السيدات. انصرف من هنا أيها المنحرف.
سأنصرف.
Sorry, I can't do anything to help you. Good luck.
Jodie, all right?
Don't touch me! I want to go now.
Right. Now we're leaving.